Welcome back, everybody, to this week's Tips for Mortgages video series. My name is Mike Parkinson, mortgage broker with Dominion Lending Centers in Campbell River, British Columbia. My cousin Jaden Bax with Avenue Financial, just outside of Calgary, and lovely Crossfield. Hey, Jay?
Yeah, it's the little big city out here.
Yeah, actually, it's awesome. Beautiful country, beautiful country. Well,
Yeah,
Jay, today we're
yeah,
going to talk about renewals. Really important topic that I don't think it gets enough attention, especially in today's rising rate environment. People are used to lower rates coming up for renewal, and some of them could be 2 or 3% higher than what they're used to paying. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But there's many things that you can do on renewal that people don't quite probably get. I think it's a very important time to look at your mortgage, take a step back and figure out, what are my plans moving forward? Are we going to, set ourselves up for maybe buying a rental property down the road? Do we plan on selling the property? These are all questions that need to be answered instead of just, what the banks are hoping is they send out your renewal and say, they typically will give you like a 5-year fixed or maybe a 5-year variable. They don't kind of give you all the options, and then hoping people just sign back at the posted rate, not knowing that there's negotiation there and rates or even looking around. So what are your thoughts on that, Jade?
yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing that I see with the biggest mistake people make at renewal is simply signing without looking at other options, right? So, we generally speaking for insured mortgages have 25-year amortizations here. And generally, those are split up into 5-year terms throughout the 5 different 5-year terms. And sometimes people treat that like it's a 25-year mortgage, and they just keep re-signing. And so, sometimes we talk to clients, we see their renewal offer. They have very straightforward goals, and their goal is simply to continue to own this home. And the renewal that they're being offered just blows anything that we can offer on the market out of the water, because that's really the cheapest time for any of the lenders to gain a client. It's just simply renewing them, right? They don't have to
Yeah.
do anything. They just get the paper signed, away they go. But quite often what happens is what Mike alluded to is, some of the big banks will send out a posted rate offer. And so, at the time, last year when rates were what I would call a little bit more normal, maybe a good 5-year fix would be about 2.5%. But the lender's posted rate was 4.5%. And so they would send that out to people. And sometimes people would just sign that without even looking at the market. And what we're here to say is never sign it, even if
Right.
you're, even if it's 2.25% when the market is 2.5%. Talk to Mike, right? Because there's several different strategies we can work on at renewal. Why don't you talk about some of the things that we could do at renewal, Mike?
Yeah, well, my strategy is I always ask people those questions I mentioned earlier, like, what are your plans? What are your plans? Like, Jay, we've talked about the lowest interest rate is not always the best mortgage. There's so many factors involved in that, and we really want to look at all those on renewal. Like some people want to pay off debt. They want to take money. They've got lots of equity in their home now. They want to pay off some nagging debt, or they want to set themselves up and have a secured line of credit maybe behind their mortgage so they can be set up for maybe buying a rental property down the road. So there's so many things that you need to consider when you're up for renewal. Like Jay said, please just don't sign it and send it back. Actually look at different options. If you call us and you say, hey, here's my rate and it's a phenomenal rate, that's all you want, you're not going to make any changes, you're really happy with it, you understand it, and we can't beat it, we're going to let you know. We're going to say, hey, stay there. It's the best deal. That's our mandate, is to help you guys get the best mortgage for what you're looking for. So that's pretty much the strategy there. Just don't sign it. Give us a call and we'll give you our honest opinion, and it'll help you make the right decision. So.
Yeah, and absolutely. And we could talk about other things at that time too. If you, a lot of young people we know are using their parents as co-signers to get the
Yeah.
mortgage the first time. Maybe after that 5-year term, you're wanting to take them off. We can do what's called the change of covenant. The easiest time to do that, generally speaking, is during the switch transfer process. So there's things like that we can do. So even if you do have that great rate, those are all discussions that we're happy to have. We both view ourselves as educators in this, knowing that we're not going to be able to help every single client, that they've already got the right option.
Yeah.
But we just really have a broad base of information that we can help you,
Right.
just make the best possible decision.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that switch transfer, Jay, because a lot of people don't think that they can move their mortgage.
Oh,
Typically,
absolutely.
typically you can move it and it doesn't cost you anything, right? So just a little bit of time and maybe some documentation, but if it's going to save you money and put you in the right financial product, then it's definitely worth looking at. So there are options out there. So I guess what we're getting back is we're coming back to it. Don't just sign that renewal, even if it's a smoking rate. There's a lot of different things you can look at the time, and renewal is the best time to make changes. So we hope you enjoyed the video. If you know anybody that's coming up for renewal or yourself and you just want a second opinion, please give Jay or myself a call, and we're happy to chat with you. It costs you nothing. It's just a second opinion that'll put your mind at ease and knowing that you're getting the right product for what you need. So we hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time. Take care, Jay.
You too, buddy. Thanks.